Hi everybody, I'm AZ Badfish and welcome to another episode from the PrimeCraft server. So in the last episode, if you guys remember, we were working down on sub-level 3 on some villager stuff. Since then, I have done a few things around the base. To start with, I wanted to show you guys, I have sealed up this finally. This, for the longest time, was just a big patch of open grossness of stone and granite. And it was because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to handle this little bit, which is the sky access for our doors. And as you can see, I've got it all closed in now with stone bricks. So that's all done. I've still got maintenance access here and just a little iron door, which of course will not affect our village. Important to keep in mind while we're working around the base, cannot have any doors anywhere. Right, I've also got 2 more beacons, as you might have noticed. I've got speed going now, and regen, and defense 1, which is pretty cool. Nice to have around the base. Oh yeah, down here, now I actually started recording this a little while ago. Oh wait, no, let me jump, getting a little ahead of myself here. I wanted to show you that I finished this part. This is actually what we were working down in the last episode. We got this whole cart system kind of sorted out. I haven't had a chance to test it, and I'm a little worried about some of the corners over here, but we'll worry about that later. So I designed this quick little super easy villager decision station. When he's on a cart, he'll land on this unpowered rail and kind of get stuck there. He won't be able to go anywhere. He'll be leaning up against this guy, and so, well, you know, you can trade with him, unlock his trades, see what kind of stuff he's got, and then decide what you want to do with him. If you flip the right lever, and then hit the button. And that retracts, and that powers, and he'll go along his way. It's super easy. It's just some, I could show you, I guess. It's just some redstone torches that kind of toggle all of this, and there's a torch down there, which is sitting directly underneath that block, and it's turned off, of course, until you hit the button. So that's all done. This whole thing is done now. Now I've been working on the trading center, and I want to tell you guys, this is quite a bit different than the last time you saw it, and I apologize for that. I actually started recording this episode, this is the second take, and I thought that I was recording most of this, and I got about half as much as I thought I did, and parts of the stuff that I had recorded weren't very good. I had a weird problem with my computer. My graphics card is having a bit of an issue. Sometimes the computer, like, or my monitor or something, sometimes the computer, like, just thinks that it got unplugged. It makes that sound like you unplug something, and then the monitor goes out, and that happened in the middle of recording, so that kind of messed up that footage. But, yeah, let me kind of give you guys an idea what's going on here. Excuse me. So, each of these little pillars, I guess, stripes, the lighter colors here, the andesite blocks, each of these are connected to an extended sticky piston. And I can make a button real quick, that's handy. And on all of these chiseled stone bricks, if you put a button on it and push it, it'll retract. Now, what's down there? These are waterways. It's a 4 deep water tunnel, I guess, water path, that runs basically directly underneath this stone brick. It goes all the way to the back, and it drops them into some lava. Now that is just in case as I'm sorting out the villagers down in that area, if I come up with a better villager and I don't really need it, like say I have a villager that will trade you a mending book for 23 emeralds, and then I find one that will trade it for 10 emeralds. Obviously, I don't really need the 23 emerald guy anymore, so now I've got a pretty easy way to swap them out. Now, over on this side of the room, I'm going to be putting chests, and that's actually one of the things we're going to be doing here pretty soon, but I think I need to go make the chests, and an item sorter. They're all going to be linked to the farms downstairs. Remember, we're going to have automatic farms for pumpkins and melons and sugarcane, and then once we get villagers going, we'll have potatoes and carrots and wheat, and all those things are going to get pumped up in here so that we'll have them to trade with our farmers. To get emeralds, of course, to trade with other villagers for other things. So what we're going to need to do is also make a whole bunch of hoppers and get that. This is going to take a lot of hoppers. I'm thinking that this will be the block, the center of the item elevator. I kind of picked it arbitrarily for now. I don't exactly know how the farms are going to look downstairs, but that should be good. And if we need to move it, I won't actually even hook it up right now because I'm not going to be building it because we have nothing to elevate yet. We'll add that later on once we work on those farms. Alright, so that was a bit of a long introduction, and I think you guys are all caught up to where we are now. So let me get resorted out here. Let me put my ender chest down, get all my shulker boxes out that I'm going to be needing, get some materials made, and I will come back to you guys. Alright, so I'm all sorted out now. Got some chests going on. So we've got to do a couple things here real quick. First, I think we're going to put in a bunch of chests here, and then we'll take this out, put in some trap chests like so, and then we'll just do that for all of the 2 wide cubbies. That's going to drive me nuts. I need to have regular chests, right? Oh, I guess it really doesn't matter. Regular chests, trap chests, and so on and so forth. Okay, all of the chests are in place now, and I've dug out a little space back here so we can start putting in all of our hoppers. And I think I have enough. At least I hope I have enough. Let's see. Probably put one right there, because we're going to have to... This is going to be slightly different than the main storage system that I built earlier. First thing we're going to do is put hoppers into each of the chests. Now this is, you know, the items are going to flow a little different. You know, instead of going to the chest and then down to the next chest and then down to the next chest, it's actually going to go all the way to the bottom chest first, you know, down through the hoppers, do the chest, and then fill up that hopper, and then it'll fill up that chest, and then that hopper, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to have to remove all of these torches and get some hoppers put in place. I'll just keep, and then I'll have to run all of the transfer pipes and the filter pipes. So let's see. Now I like to, I mean, it really doesn't matter. As long as your filter pipe is pointed any direction other than down, like we did before. So right now we're just going to point them into the walls. And then we'll run our transfer pipe at the top like this. And this one's going to run, whoops, this one is going to run all the way across. So let me get that back. That took exactly 1 stack of hoppers. Alright, so all of the hoppers, at least for this system, are in place. Obviously, I've got to, you know, connect them to something, which, remember, our elevator is going to go over there, which is where that's going to connect to. But what I need to do now is kind of plot out where stuff is going to go, because this is our filter pipe. So that means we need, well, I need to, alright, whoops. So from our filter pipe, we'll need a comparator off of it, and then we'll need 1, 2 places for redstone, and then another redstone, and then like this. Yep. So that's the shape we're going to need, because let me actually go ahead and build it correctly so you all can see. We'll get some stone bricks here. And I like using stone brick just because, you know, I never like to build redstone on whatever block is just around so that I don't accidentally break it, you know. So we'll have a comparator coming off of that hopper right there, which is our filter hopper, like I just said. It'll come across. We'll need to break this. Have one here, have one here. We'll break this. Also have one here, like that. And I need to get out my redstone shulker box, which I have. And we'll go ahead and we'll grab a repeater, this thing, this guy, some stuff, some things. Alright, redstone repeater. It's going to go right there. And a redstone torch is going to go right there. And our comparator is going to go right there. And our dust is going to go like that. Now, I don't have any stuff really to put in here right now, so it's not going to be primed or anything like that. So it's not going to be completely ready to go, but we'll get all of the elements in place here. I might as well just dig out this level as well. Alright. Good news is I can put torches kind of in between, like this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this out for the rest of these, and once I'm done with that, I'll come back to you. Okay, so all the redstone is in place now. I think I'm pretty much done back here for now. I don't really have anything else to add. I do need to actually get some farms going again, at least temporarily, so I can get enough items to create this item filter. Because right now, like I said, all of these filters are empty just because I don't have any of that stuff. So, I need to kind of get sorted out here a little bit. And we'll put all of our redstone stuff away. We'll clear this up and we'll head back out to the front side of this thing to kind of take a look at it and see if there's anything we can maybe do as far as decoration goes. Because I know there's still plenty of stuff to do out there. So, but I wanted to check. Oh. Am I going to be able to? Yeah, sweet. Alright, so in here. Yeah, so I was kind of worried about that. As you're running through here, you can see behind the chests, and it's not that big of a deal, I suppose, because you don't really get that good of a look back there, but it is a little distracting. So I wonder if there's something I can do about that. I don't think so, though, because those hoppers are just, you know, they act as full block, and I could block it all in, but it would take up a lot of space, and I mean, we can go back there and look at it. There's, I would have to basically, I would basically have to cover up this whole thing back here. Put blocks in here and around the side, over the top of these things. So yeah, I don't really think that's going to work very well. So we could just leave that for now. What I do want to look at is in these 3 wide areas, I kind of wanted to do something, some kind of decoration. And I'm not really sure what. So let me get some blocks out. I bet I still have some cyan clay, and I forgot to put the hoppers, well, the leftover hoppers away. Yeah. So since I'm using cyan clay over here, I think I should also probably use it over here. At least for a backdrop. And then I'm thinking maybe I can do something, maybe with stone slabs, maybe create like a pattern like in the wall, maybe give it a little bit of depth, something like that, just to look cool. Maybe. Put that torch back. Or maybe not the slabs at all. Maybe like cobblestone wall or something like that. Do I have any of that? I do. I'll have a few. I can make some real quick. Not a big deal. Let's see. Might as well pick up the other ones I have. So, oops. What's going on? Oh, I guess these are not Instamine, but these are. Alright. Whatever. So what if I did something like that? I mean, it looks empty in the middle here. No. No, I don't. It's not doing it for me. Well, I decided just to stick with the stone slabs here. I think that looks pretty cool. It's just a neat little easy quick pattern just to give it a little bit of interest there. Now, one of the things we've got to look at, ooh, I need to do the stone brick there, is the ceiling in here. Now, from where I'm at here, and I think I didn't mention this earlier on, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, I lost a bunch of footage. Well, I didn't necessarily lose it, but I didn't record about half of what I thought I did, as I said, and some of the stuff I did record wasn't good. So in that stuff that I decided to just cut out, we decided to raise this up. Originally, this was all down here at this level, but I decided to raise it up too, because as I mentioned, I needed a 4-deep water tunnel for these guys in here. And the only way I could really do that was to bring this up to this level so that I wasn't, intruding on the ceiling below, because, we are on a level in between 2 other levels, so that we can only go so far up and so far down. Now, as far as going up, we've still got room to go 2 blocks. And actually, if I want to be completely true, that block right there is got to be the ceiling. So realistically, I can only remove 1 block. And I don't want it to be all 3 high in here either. Because, as you remember, the villagers are going to be standing right here. I still got to devise a way to keep them standing right here. I've messed around with like putting stairs right here and then having a slab in front, and that would work. I'm just not sure if I want to cover up all of the spruce. I don't really want to use spruce stairs because I think that would be too much wood. I then had a thought, well, I could put slabs up on the ceiling. Did not mean to do that. But like put slabs in like a little V shape around him so that, you know, he wouldn't be able to walk around. And the only way that's going to work is if this is too high right here. But I could make it, you know, kind of curve up in here as well. So I think what I want to do is maybe at least for down here, this 3 wide on this platform, I think I might take these out. Okay, got that cleared out. There's a bunch of gravel right here. Some other things to keep in mind as we're doing this is the shape of the overall room. So if I want to do, like, have this open like that, I either need to, I think, put stairs along here or cover this with slab and make it like a half space. The other thing is these pillars here. Now, on the one coming out of the train track, I put these stairs here. I don't know if they're going to stay. I had originally had them along all of there, but it just didn't feel quite right to have them. And these right here, if I do stairs, you know, in that spot, that would be right here also. And I don't know how that's going to look, so we might not do that at all. I think the thing I should figure out now is what I want to do here. In fact, I might as well just rip all of this out. Well, okay, let's figure this out. So I've got these stone brick stuff here. So I could do like stairs here, and then, you know, a slab here. Now there's no way for me to get out of here. I have to ender pearl out. And the other thing to think about is, I could do like walls or fences, but I want them completely on this block. If there's like a fence here, they can kind of stand maybe like a little bit off of it and maybe get halfway onto this block. So if I push the button, they're not necessarily going to fall down. So I don't want that. I definitely want them. I definitely know it's got to be with stairs or slabs. Now I could do it on top and have the stairs like this. Might be something to consider. And then I could have I could still do, or, you know, a slab up here. They can't get out, and then you could still see the floor. But I don't know if I like that. I think if I were to do that, I kind of like the way that looks. If I were to do this, I think I would have to put a slab here. I could do this. But then we're basically going to end up covering up all of the cyan clay. So I don't want to cover up all of it. I didn't necessarily like those feet anyways, but that looks kind of cool. So all the divider things are in place now, and I'm dug out a little bit more of the ceiling, and I was trying to think about how I want to do this. And then I remembered, wait a minute, I need a place to put a sign so I know what trades that villager has. And I thought, well, I could put it back here, right? Well, you know, replace that block with something that looks nice and put the sign right there, and you'd be able to see it when you're down here running along. But then I was like, well, not exactly, because there needs to be a block above this one, so right there. And now you can only see the bottom half of it. So I'm like, what am I going to do? I need, you know, I got to have something. And then I remembered, well, you know, we're going to actually have a ceiling out to here. And what I could do is just you know, leave it like that for right there, and like not bring the ceiling all the way out and just leave a flat block right there and put the sign right there. That could work pretty well. That would mean, I don't know. We're going to need to figure out what we're going to do with the ceiling in here first. I think that before I start designing all the feature things. What kind of block should we use for the ceiling? So I was just messing around with some stone brick, and this is kind of the pattern that I came up with, and I kind of like it because it lets me incorporate a light. I can put a sign here, and that way, you know, you can see pretty easily what the villager has. The lights do seem like they're providing enough light down here. If I check the light levels, yeah, see I'm at 10 right here. So this whole area is fine. It looks a little dark down there, but it's fine. Back over here, we're at 8. So I'll put a torch there for now. I mean, that'll be fine. Mobs spawn at 7 or lower, but that was just a little too close for comfort. I'll probably end up putting another light source somewhere around here. But I think that is probably going to be what I do. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in some more. I'm definitely going to run out of stone slabs here, because I don't have terribly too many left. I should have a bunch of stone in here. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. All done. Well, mostly. It's done for now. Obviously, we'll come in and we'll need to get some item frames for these chests, and possibly do something else with lighting. Because it just looks dark. I mean, it's fine. There's no monsters going to spawn in here. That's like level 9 and stuff. But, yeah, it's just, it's not quite there. It's very gray. I might come through here and figure out a way to add some color. But we're getting real close to time. In fact, we're probably already over. Before I leave you guys, I want to pop over to spawn, because I want to see if there's any mending books. I hear... Whoops, come on, get out. Vidargavia said that he has restocked the mender, so I want to go check it out with you guys and see what's over there. Alrighty, I went ahead and bought 4 of them. There's not that much stock here, so I don't want to be that guy and buy them all out. So I bought 4, enough for my gear. I still don't have any on my sword or my bow, but everything else is good to go. And now, so am I. So, like I said, that's pretty much all the time I've got for today. So if you guys liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about our villager trading station, if you've got any ideas of how I can improve it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.